So I'm a full-time TikToker who just signed a lease on a 3-bedroom apartment in Atlanta, Georgia, and now TikTok's gonna be banned and all my income's gonna be gone the day after my lease starts. So let's talk about what's gonna happen and what's gonna happen to a lot of creators who are in a similar position. First, before I talk about my lease, did you know that there are over 7 million US businesses on TikTok and they're gonna lose over $300 million in revenue immediately after TikTok is gone? These are your neighbors. These are not influencers. These are not people in LA. These are your neighbors trying to start something small. Your friend that sells lashes, your friend that's trying to start a candle company. It's those people. Now, what's going to happen to me? Because also, this lease that I live in now is going to overlap with that one. So I'm going to be paying 2 leases for a little bit just because that's the best way it could work out.
Yeesh. Why would you put yourself in that situation?
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
And the cheapest moving quote I've gotten was $2,200. And I have a 2025 car that I just bought. So, like, what am I going to do, right? Well, I'm probably going to lose everything. They're probably going to have to seize my assets. Like, they might take the girl, please. None of that's going to happen. There's going to be a major shift, likely from what I'm seeing, from TikTok to Meta platforms. And they're already rolling out new monetization programs to help adjust with this, and a bunch of TikTok creators that will have to shuffle over there. And yes, that includes people like me and also people like stay-at-home moms, single fathers that are using TikTok as supplemental income. Now, should I be scared about my situation specifically because I'm putting a lot of money on the line and risking everything? Yes, but I'm just not. I don't know. I feel something on my chest, just like an unwavering sense of peace through all of this, that no matter what happens, even if it does get bad, even if I do fall through on this lease because my income will be gone in one day, I feel like it's going to be fine. I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm capable, and so many of us on here are on here because we are that, including you, the viewer. Like, I feel like all of us will be okay in this truly, and maybe I'm crazy for saying that.
Yeah. I don't know why you would put yourself in the type of situation where you have two different leases that you're paying off, and why you would get a 2025 car. Unless if you're really just able to buy that car cash. Even at that point, guys, I've been doing content now for, what's it, about 5 years or going on 5 years or so, somewhere around there. And I drive like a 2005 Toyota Prius. In the beginning, I remember thinking, I don't need a car, and I rented out a bunch of different cars and eventually started to realize just how bad of an investment a lot of things are that don't really make you more money. Assets that quickly depreciate. Oh, and I also have to say this. I know a lot of people are going to be in the comment section happy that TikTok is getting banned. You guys know what I've said about it in the past. I definitely have my gripes, for sure, with the different aspects of TikTok. But I also can't deny that the TikTok algorithm is unmatched. And of course, if you're looking for something in particular, like dating content and people sending you stuff from TikTok and sourcing content from there, it's helped a lot. It makes it really easy. But TikTok isn't the only place where you find content to source. And I've always said that people are just going to go to other platforms, right? So as a YouTuber, I know a lot of people wonder like, oh, where reaction platforms get content from other platforms. But the point I want to make here is, while people are celebrating this, I don't really ever celebrate somebody losing things to the point where their life is destroyed. I've said it plenty of times. I may disagree with a lot of different chicks out here, but when somebody's doing something that's creating income for themselves, or somebody that's doing something that is positive, I encourage the positive stuff. I call out what I disagree with. I don't want people to lose their livelihood, overall. So it's not something that I would ever really celebrate in most cases. But I am surprised when I hear this young lady talk about what sounds to me like a very serious life lesson that's about to be learned here about being more cautious. She's talking about two overlapping leases. a 2025 vehicle. And then I'm thinking of like, what about like taxes and all these other things that go into creating content? If you're doing this and you're doing this full time, it turns into a business, right?
With almost 250,000 followers on TikTok and not even 10K on any other platform, yeah, it will hit me hard, but I feel I'll be okay. So if you want to watch clearance deals, if you want to know how to save money, if you want to know the best hidden gems in different areas, and you want to see just general exploring blogs, hauls, go ahead and go to my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. The users are on the screen. They're all linked in my bio as well. That'll be a little easier. And if you leave a follow on there, it'll be greatly appreciated. It definitely won't give me enough like money to where I'll be okay through this, but I'm going to figure it out, guys. I promise you. And lastly, if this is the last week that I'm on here with you guys, I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate how you guys have changed my life and the lives of so many people around me, how we've poured back into communities. We gave so much for recently Hurricane Helene, Cajun Navy, and even the Palisade fires. I just was able to donate a good chunk of money to the Palisade Humane Society. So I'm just very grateful for all of y'all, and I want to keep growing so we can continue giving back. I don't necessarily care about the number in my checking or savings. I want to keep having this impact that I'm having. So if you could follow all my other platforms for that reason, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see y'all on the other side.
Interesting. You know, I actually did not finish this video the whole way through. I have no idea the type of content she actually makes. I just heard the first part and I thought like, this is interesting because I've seen a few people create sort of similar videos there. If you're going to be a full-time content creator, you do definitely want to care what amount is in your checking account, because to be sustainable when it comes to this thing, you have to build some type of a system. You have to have help. Businesses cannot function without profit, right? You do have to make money. You're either making money or you're losing money, and what you're building is dying. That's just the reality of anything that produces any form of income. With that being said, I wish anybody the best who is trying to transition to other platforms. Here's what people had to say though in response to her video. This commenter says, boycott Meta. They lobbied for this. So a lot of people are really uncomfortable with moving over to Facebook, which in all honesty, I do not blame them. Facebook literally, in my opinion, is probably the worst place to grow for anybody. They were in this weird spot where it wasn't even about your particular beliefs, but the censorship was just crazy, right? You definitely can't serve coffee over there. You definitely cannot. I remember I was releasing content and one of my videos got flagged for something. I went to go check the actual video. I was just so confused of why they were actually flagging that video. Sometimes I can see, I'm like, okay, I get it. Right? You don't like the fact that I said traditional marriages or two-parent households. Right? I get it. We're living in a crazy world. But no, it was just something left field. And I just couldn't see what the actual problem was. Now, Mark Zuckerberg has made all these changes that I wonder if those will affect and help current content creators. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, right? Seems like there's a lot of doubling back he's doing right now. Somebody else here says, F Meta, I'd rather get a normal job than let that man control anything. Here's another person who says, sorry, we're boycotting all Meta. These were comments right underneath her video there where she's asking people to follow her on Facebook. Somebody else here says, Meta restricts content. America needs an app that doesn't censor. Another person here says, none of us are going to Meta. Here's somebody else who says 100%. Meta ban is 2025. Most content creators I've seen are moving to Blue Sky or YouTube. But see, people are talking about censorship. And I know a lot of these platforms fairly well. I know a little bit about Blue Sky. From what I know, the reason people are moving to Blue Sky is because they don't want to be on a platform like X because it's too free. Like the speech there is not censored enough. So is it about censorship or is it just about the actual TikTok app? Why would people be going to Blue Sky? That doesn't seem like, that's like a political app at this point, from what I've heard, right? It came out of the birth of the recent election. And so you go over there, well, who knows, right? That might be a good place. I've never been. I heard they're kicking people out though as soon as they enter. Might have to go in disguise. Somebody else who says, not going to use Meta. Here's somebody else who added, we're not going to Meta. We're actually deleting our accounts. Here's somebody else who says, nobody's going back to Meta, girl. Damn. Somebody else who says, no Meta, period. Here's somebody else who says, we're not going to, damn. Next person, we are boycotting. Yeah, they're mad at Zuckerberg, man. They are pissed at Zucks. And of course, what do you guys think about the people who are going to be losing their platforms? And I mean, not just the ones you disagree with, but you know, there are plenty of people I featured here on the Coffee Pod who you've agreed with, right? Till next time, man. I'm out. Peace.